Senator Paul says the federal government is about to wipe out the entire hemp industry. Is he right? Mostly, but he also says a couple things that don't really hold water. So let's break it down before panic takes over.
That will shut down the hemp industry across the United States. Every hemp seed in the country will have to be destroyed.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Stay with me because this affects every CBD and hemp business in the country. People are starving for clarity right now, and Congress is giving them the opposite. Right now, misinformation spreads faster than the rules even get passed. In this video, we're going line by line through what Senator Paul said on the Senate floor. We'll correct some of it, and some of it, not so much. Here's the real timeline. Congress was trying to reopen the government with a temporary spending bill. Instead of keeping it clean, they inserted hemp language deep in the text. Page 163, Title 7, Division B, to be exact. Senator Paul introduced an amendment to remove it. He tried to fix it, but senators voted to table his amendment, ultimately killing it 72 to 27. And once the amendment was dead, the spending bill passed. Not because anyone thoughtfully debated hemp, they passed it because the government had to reopen, and this language was already baked into the cake. Let's listen.
Tucked away on page 163, Title 7, Division B of this spending package is a provision that will shut down the hemp industry across the United States.
So this is the part where Senator Paul uses the biggest hammer he can find. He says it will destroy the entire hemp industry. That's not accurate. What would be destroyed is the current federally compliant retail market, the gummies, vapes, tinctures, all the products designed around the 2018 Farm Bill's definitions. It wouldn't destroy hemp as a crop, and it would not automatically shut down state-regulated programs that choose to legislate around the federal definition. States still have the authority inside their borders. 10th Amendment. They're not just wiped out because Congress changed a number inside a continuing resolution. What actually dies is the national uniformity created by the 2018 Farm Bill. States already have splintered into different standards. Here's his next claim.
The bill as it now stands overrides the regulatory frameworks of several states, cancels the collective decisions of hemp consumers, and destroys the livelihoods of hemp farmers.
Senator Paul says it overrides state regulatory frameworks. It doesn't, but it does conflict with them. States can pass their own laws. States like Tennessee, Florida, Texas, Minnesota, they won't lose their authority just because Congress inserted new THC numbers into the spending bill. This creates conflict. And the only states that get knocked flat are the ones without a framework of their own that rely on the USDA. North Carolina and many others without a regulatory framework are vulnerable. They default to the USDA, and USDA defaults to federal definitions. So if North Carolina does nothing, they'll fall under the ban in less than a year. And next.
The bill before us nullifies all these state laws and makes the hemp industry kaput. But every plant in the country will have to be destroyed. Every hemp seed in the country will have to be destroyed.
Now here's where Senator Paul drifts into a bit of theatrics. Yes, the new definition makes most existing cultivars non-compliant, but no, that does not mean every plant and every seed must be destroyed. States could intervene, and Congress could revise the number, and growers could move toward cultivars that meet updated standard if those standards ever get clarified. This line is dramatic, it's not precise. Here's Paul again.
The states have done what they're supposed to. The states have instituted laws. 23 states have instituted laws on hemp.
So some states have, some states haven't. Tennessee had a functioning system under the state's agriculture department. Now regulation will be under the Alcohol Beverage Commission. And other states are similar. Florida, Texas, Minnesota, Kentucky all function differently. And again, North Carolina has no real framework at all. Here's a little more from the senator.
For the last several weeks, we've offered proposals with the goal of creating an environment in which the hemp industry could thrive and sell products. And we've been met with those who want to prohibit the industry from continuing. And yet, instead, we are met with legislation that would be prohibition.
This one checks out. The industry was willing to negotiate age limits, testing standards, and COA fixes, but Congress ignored it and moved straight to prohibition numbers. Let's wrap up the last little bit of his speech.
The effective hemp ban included in this spending package is a result, we are told, of bad actors skirting the legal limits by overly enhancing the concentration of THC in their products.
Yeah, of course bad actors exist, but that's not the full story. Alcohol industry associations openly pushed Congress to reject Paul's amendment. There's a letter out there. We've seen it. And they did it because hemp competes for the same consumer dollars. This wasn't about safety, it was about influence. Reality check. No, every plant and seed isn't getting burned, state authority isn't wiped out, it just clashes with the federal limit, and hemp as a crop is not destroyed. The real danger zone is for states with no framework. Here's the part that actually matters, y'all. States like North Carolina without frameworks have less than a year. They have until November 2026 before they'll fall under the federal definition. States with framework can legislate around the new law. They're not powerless. Now, Congress could revise this, but don't hold your breath when it comes to the federal government. We all heard what President Trump said a few months ago, that they were going to reschedule cannabis in a couple weeks. That was a few months ago. If you're in Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, Texas, or Florida, please call your senators. Silence, it tells them you're fine with this ban, and if you're a hemp business that needs clarity, Hemp Law Group is here to help. Book a 15-minute consult with me. I'll drop the link in the description. We can go over COAs, labels, lab situations, and your state's risk level. Congress thrives on confusion, and we are not giving them that advantage. Subscribe to Hemp Law Group's channel so you don't miss the next update. And if it wasn't already clear, this thing is moving fast.